What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I hope you're doing really well. In this video, we're going to be talking about essentially the 3 pillars that I believe that VEVE and Ecomi need to follow for long-term success. But before we do this, just let everyone know, I do have a Twitter profile, so I share all sorts of different stuff about my personal life, some of the collectibles that I like, and essentially some of the new collectibles that are going to be coming out. So if you're interested in following me, then I'll leave a link in the description below, or simply go to Sam Ellis NFT and you can find me there. Now, the 3 pillars that I believe that VEVE need to follow to sustain long-term success is collectible utility, product quality and delivery, and essentially token utility. Now, what we're going to be talking about first off is collectible utility in the form of VEVEverse. It's one of these sort of initial areas I believe that are going to break out into, and why I believe collectible utility is going to be so critical. Because you need to think about, it's not just buying and owning a collectible, because that is just one aspect of the vision that VEVE is looking to build out. You need to think about the ability to actually use this collectible, and how the actual, in some ways, the NFTs is allowing us to be able to break into a whole different area and a whole different realm of what you can actually use your collectibles for. Because bringing your favorite licensed memorabilia to life is really something we haven't been able to see in traditional collecting. And when we think about what the VEVEverse is going to entail, and being able to travel to your favorite virtual showrooms, or the first iteration is going to be like this, I think it just highlights to me where this vision's going and why it holds such a significant place in the collectible utility long term. You know, to be able to travel not just to your own collectible space and be able to take pride in owning your own showroom, and essentially be able to present it in your own way. You know, put your season 1 and your season 2, be able to highlight your favourite collectibles that you're proud of, your favourite serial numbers, but be able to actually travel to other YouTubers' collectible spaces or friends and family's collectible spaces. You know, it's just going to allow and bring, in my opinion, this this community feel. It's going to bring everybody together inside of this metaverse. Now, I think that is so important to consider the long-term success of VEVE. I think it rides very, very heavily on the success of the VEVEverse and their ability to continue to expand, not just the creativity within it, but incorporate both token utility and also the ability to have more utility to your collectibles inside of this metaverse. I think it's going to be very significant for VEVE long-term, so that's why I want to touch upon it within collectible utility. And also having AR. I just think the AR tech has opened up so many cool possibilities. When we think about what we've already seen on VEVE, people just taking pictures on the beach, or creating, like, I saw this crazy flower effect on VEVE where Trevor shared and said it was like the most expensive flower you could have, because it had like tar and it had bubbles and all sorts. But my point behind it is giving everyone the ability to bring their favourite licensed memorabilia to life, to scale them up, to put them in cool little collaborative areas, and essentially just be able to bring it into the world that you live within. I just think holds such a significant place when we consider the 2 elements of worlds that we have. You know, we've got the metaverse and we've got the actual real world usability of the collectible utility. Now, I just think that is so important, how these 2 elements synergize for long-term success, and why I believe that actually collectible utility, in my opinion, is one of the most important elements for the success of VEVE long-term. We're also going to be looking at product quality and delivery. Now, I just saw this really, really cool tweet that Ecomi put out, showing one of their original iterations, their mock-up designs. You think this is probably something they did back in 2018, and just shows, in my opinion, validates how far this vision has gone and where they're going to continue to go. You know, they want to develop this vision and continually expand their product quality for people to be able to use, not just in the application, the marketplace, but actually be able to bring it into the AR and to be able to see the quality of the products they're creating. And that's why I think Trevor holds such a significant role within this. You know, because you can hear his passion for the quality of the collectibles, adding the shadowing effects, the lighting, the actual product themselves. You know, it's a reflection of his work into this world, and obviously the team's work as well. Now, but my point behind here is, in this tweet, I think it just holds a very significant place in the actual timeline of where we are right now. You know, VEVE have come a very long way and continue to increase the utility of the application and the products themselves. So very interesting to consider when we look at this tweet. I just thought it was really, really cool. And then we've actually got the actual product quality as well. If you guys have been involved with the DC Cover Girls or the Series 2 launches, and even obviously some of the latter launches within Season 1, you can see this sort of stepping stone effect that they're doing, where they're continuing to learn and adapt and evolve the quality of the product itself, the quality of the collectible. Now, if you've gone and thrown, a Supergirl, for example, into the AR, you'll see that it's just the quality of the product is just so well done. And when we think about the long-term sustainability and the success of VEVE, I think it just lies. This is the backbone of being able to continue to almost take people's breath away of what's achievable within this technology. And to see what they're doing with the, like I say, with the collectible utility and also product quality, I just think we can see what they're trying to do and where we are in this timeline, and they're achieving it in a successful way. And when you see this, and I want to just touch upon this. This was probably back in 2018, 2019. This is now 2021. Can you imagine what 2023 is going to look like? 2024. I think we'll look back and see the quality of the products back in 2021, and it will feel very similar to what we've seen now with this tweet that Ecomi brought out. And we'll see very clearly where these time events have gone, because a very good quote that I like to follow is what Steve Jobs says. You can't connect the dots looking backwards. No, looking forwards. You can only connect them looking back. And it's very interesting to see how these dots are connecting for VEVE. And I just think as we continue to see this quality of products increase, we'll see where this timeline is and where we have played within it. Now, the other element I want to touch upon here as well is their ability to continue to expand the team to increase the ability or the essentially functionality within the application itself. We are seeing this time and time again. They are continuing to bring key members into Ecomi to facilitate essentially the quality of the products being delivered and the platform it's being delivered on. Very important we consider the long-term success of this vision. This is why I back VEVE to be the biggest NFT marketplace in the world, because they understand this. They're bringing these key team members in. They're bringing more people in to continue to evolve this vision. And when we look at essentially what they've done within the application, they've eliminated this, the false bids. They've added obviously the new filters and sorting options, and they continuing to optimize the marketplace. There was an update that happened literally today, where the speed of the application, you can see it notably within the auctions. They are ever increasing that development, and that's why I say we work with VEVE within this. Be patient with them, and we'll see that vision continue to come into fruition. And like I say, product quality and delivery, I think, holds a very significant part, and that's why I believe it's pillar 2 in this 3-pillar sequence of events for long-term success. And then we've got the last pillar, which I believe is token utility. Now, this isn't any particular order. These are just the 3 pillars. Not each one doesn't hold different significance in weight. But my point behind token utility is they are going to keep increasing the ability for people to be able to use the Ecomi token within the VEVE application, because my focus area is the VEVE collectibles. Because I believe for the Ecomi token utility, or the Ecomi utility, to actually have utility, we need to have a product and a real infrastructure and system in place so that there's actually some real utility to it. And this is why we're seeing now, they constantly develop, in my opinion, and incorporating new functionality within it. We're looking at the ability to be able to buy NFTs with Ecomi now, which gives people the ability to cash out from the application. They know what people want, and they're going to continue to do this. I think we'll see Ecomi utility added into the VEVEverse. Who knows how that will happen, but maybe you'll be able to buy people's collectibles from their showrooms if it's for sale. Maybe you'll be able to, like I say, I touched on previous video, be able to have rental costs for people to come into your space. But the point behind it is continuing to add utility to this token will not just increase the usability within the application, but also keep the investors inside of Ecomi and Ecomi, Ecomi and VEVE happy. And then the last thing I want to touch upon, and this is more of an honourable mention because I think it's much further down the line, is the overall gamification of VEVE as well. When we think about where VEVE are going and where they're going to continue to evolve this vision into, I think we will see one day this almost Ready Player One, being able to walk around the VEVEverse. Your collectibles are almost coming to life, animation. And the reason I touch upon this is that I like that VEVE have long-term scope. You know, they know where they want to go. They know where they are. They know where their vision wants to be, and they take the stepping stones they need to go on to get to that. So I thought gamification was something we should touch upon as well. You know, it's going to be something more long term, and it's going to be something that I believe will hold significant weight. But I just didn't think it was something we should incorporate right now into these 3 pillars, because I don't think it is the backbone of where the success is going to lie straight away. I do think it's the virtual showrooms and being able to bring more utility to the token and increase product quality and delivery. So that's the 3 pillars that I've created or that I thought about. Let me know in the comment section below if there's anything you think I missed out that I think I should have added. If you've enjoyed this video, then drop a like, subscribe if you're new around here, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you for being here, and goodbye.